In this video, I will show you how to enter bills. In QuickBooks, there are multiple ways that you can do the same function. So I'm going to show you all three ways that you can do this same function, and you just select the one that works best for you. So the first way is to come from the home screen and click on the Enter Bill tab. Now, bills are going to be like your utility bill, your a bill from a supplier, a bill from your telephone company or your cell phone company, or things like that. People who actually invoice you, maybe they send it via your email, or they may mail it in the mail. And so let's say, for instance, that you get your bill from me for your tax preparation. So we'll enter by the book accounting. Okay. And because I am not on your vendor list yet, you have to add me. So there is an option to do a quick add. You can do a setup. Quick add just means that you want to add just that name, and you will either enter the other information later or not at all. Setup will give you the option to add in all the other information. So I'm going to click on the setup button just so that you can see how this is done. Quick add is very commonly used for vendors like Staples, where you don't really need their address, you just need to put them in as a vendor. But if it's a customer that, or a vendor, I'm sorry, that you are actually mailing a payment to, you may want to add their information. So we click on setup, and this is where you enter all the information that you have for your vendor. So company name, it's a repeat. You could actually do a cut and paste if you wanted to. The contact person, we'll put me. And we'll just say tax accountant. And the main telephone number, uh, you can put main email address. Let's just say for that person. And what are the other information that you have? So fax number is the same. And then here you would put the mailing address. Now, by putting this in here, this will populate each time, so you only have to enter this information once. If the bill to and the ship to information is the same, you can click here to copy, and it will, if it's not the same, then you can change that. Okay, and we just click OK, and it copies there. Payment settings, this is if you had like an account number that you wanted to set up. Payment terms, so baby, let's say my payment terms are net 10. If there's a credit limit, some of this stuff you may or may not use, but just it's great to know that it's here. Tax settings, if this vendor is a vendor that is eligible for a 1099, then you will enter their information here and select this box to show that they're eligible for a 1099. So that will be an independent contractor that you may have a working relationship with. Account settings, this kind of helps you later. So if you want, you can go ahead and assign it to an expense account. So we can go ahead and assign it to accounting fees, and that way when you enter the bills, QuickBooks will automatically populate with this account. And then if there's any additional information that you want to add, you can add that here. Now in the customized fields, you can create new fields. And so if you wanted to, let's say for instance, if we wanted to create a field that says birthday, right? So we can click OK. Did it happen? Oh, sorry. I didn't select this. So if we wanted to birthday, we could say that we want to also keep track of our vendors' birthdays and click OK. Then it says you've automated a custom field for this list, right? And so now we click OK, and now I can go here and put in my birthday. And I'm not going to put it in here, but So that's how you would enter the vendor, and you can just click OK. And now you see all of my information populates. My name, my address, the terms, the actual expense account. It saves you time later. So we can enter the reference number would be the invoice number. So we'll just make up a number, right? And the amount we'll say was 450. And that invoice, now the invoice date, this automatically gave us a date. You can create a date. You can pick a date. It always picks a future date. So your invoice date is here, and it will automatically populate the due date. Now if you want, you could say 2020 tax return or whatever in the memo field. And then we just do save and close. And we've just entered that bill. Now I want to show you how you could get to that same screen and follow those same steps a different way. So if you wanted to, you could come from the icon bar here and click bill, and that will bring you to this screen. Or you could come to the vendor center, click on vendor, and go enter bill. And that would also bring you to this screen. And there's one more way that you could also get to this screen. You click here to vendors, new transaction, enter bill, and it brings you to that same screen. So you just decide which way is the best way for you, and you can enter your bills from that way. Hope this video helps. I will see you on the next one.